Let's freaking go. Another virtuoso, Jaden Daniels, halftime performance. What a game. 339 total yards, 5 touchdowns in this first half. Absolutely amazing stuff. I want to start off with the positive, and once again, it is Jaden Daniels. Um, he is the best at end of first half drives. He's one of the best I've ever seen at the end of half drives, first or second half. He's able to drive us down the field and get us in position for an easy touchdown to Kyron Lacey. So obviously, positively, huge half for Jaden and his Heisman candidacy, right? It is clear he is the best quarterback in America. We can get into a debate about Bo Nix some other day, but once again, Jaden is just absolutely lighting it up. Also, a really good half from Kyron, BTJ, and Malik. It's always a good day when your top three receivers, two of them have 2 touchdowns, and the other has the long 70-yard bomb. So obviously, LSU's receivers are playing really well. But the group that I really want to show some love to is this LSU offensive line. They are pitching a shutout. And what makes it really impressive is everyone else is kind of struggling, right? It was a very rough half for Mason Taylor. He fumbles the ball and he got beat on a block really bad on Trey Holly's catch. And our other receivers are dropping, right? They're not able to get open. Jaden doesn't have the same chemistry with them. We missed Aaron Anderson on a deep touchdown, but we scored anyway. So it really is the core people that have really been pushing it this year. This LSU offensive line and our top group of receivers, including Mason, they have just absolutely killed it. But now we get to the defense. Okay, this is it's so bad. It's so bad. The first thing is this looks and feels like a selfish defense, right? We don't do the little things right. We don't carry out our assignments. We're just kind of freelancing, trying to make the play ourselves without actually playing sound defense. It looks like we're in a mixture of trying to play a 4-down alignment versus a 3-down alignment, with 4-man old school penetrate as far as you can up the field principles versus more modern 3-man front potential, or fronts where you don't penetrate and you just stay in your gap, right? It is amazing seeing the LSU defense make the same mistake over and over and over, again and again and again. So we've had 2 defensive players commit personal foul penalties. They're both true freshmen. So say what you want about that. We are deep into the season, though. You wouldn't like to see it. And our only stops up to this point. So we have forced 2 punts, okay? We had one really good stop that was aided by a kind of sort of holding penalty and kind of sort of not. So that wasn't really a clean stop, if you ask me. And then our second stop was on a stupid 4th down decision from the opposing coach. Why would the opposing coach go for it on 4th and 8 and not go for it on 4th and inches? Why would you do that? Who cares? You're in your own territory. You have a bad punter. And Jaden Daniels, if you did any kind of scouting on LSU, he is at his best at the end of the first half. So they punted the football away on 4th and inches when they were driving, okay? Then they had a 4th and 8 that they should have completed, right? And guess what happened on that 4th and 8, y'all? Guess what happened on that 4th and 8? Everyone's going to focus on Toviano getting beat. And he got beat really bad. And the receiver just didn't see it. I don't know how he didn't see it. Probably lost it in the lights, night sky, the pressure, moment too big for him, whatever the case may be. But we ran a 0 blitz, okay? And guess what happened? Guess what happened on the 0 blitz, y'all? We had the same people running in the same gap. We had Major Burns coming off the edge. All Braden Swinson has to do is go to the inside. That is what his job is on that play. But he goes to the outside, and he cut Major Burns off of a free run to the quarterback. So we do not play smart football. We play for ourselves. We play wild and out of control. We don't tackle. We don't play with good leverage. We give away what we're doing. Um, and we're just out there. No belief in the system, no belief that your fellow man is going to do his job. It's going to take new players. It's not just going to take new coaches. It's going to take everything. There is nothing we are doing right on the first drive of the game. Or a third down situation, we jump off sides. We jump off sides, and guess what? We give them a free play down the field. They're able to obviously get an explosive play down the field. It's awful. We have got to be smarter. But I keep saying it, and it seems like it's just basic stuff here that you guys can see. You guys can see it, okay? But this team is being carried by Jaden Daniels, our receivers, and our offensive line. Okay, it's just that simple. Our running backs are playing well. There's a good special teams half for us, but I have never seen an LSU team carried by um, pretty much one player, but the entire offense like this one. Okay. And you got to go back to the very first drive. They had our play call sniffed out. It was Jaden Daniels just making plays. Let's go to clips here. Very good super chat. Once again, halftime shows get crazy. There's 138 of you in here on a non-Power 5 halftime show. That's pretty good stuff. I really appreciate you. Don't forget, we will have a post-game show that ends right at the end of this half. Okay. I don't have it set up yet because I've been focused watching the game and already cutting the film study for tomorrow because I'm freaking pissed off. Let's go to clips. What happened to Whit Weeks? He must be hurt. Yeah, I think he's banged up because that would be the only reason that he's not playing. I'm pretty sure he is banged up because they would have put him out there. But I'm to the point now. Let's just try new people. Like, we're trying in the secondary. Kind of want to try it everywhere at this point. Okay. But yeah, clips. It's a good question. I think would have played by now if he was healthy. Okay. Let's go to James here. I wouldn't make any type of sweeping statement about any true freshman corner. Okay. Now I will criticize you if you commit a personal foul penalty because you got to be mature enough to know that you should never do that. But if they're getting beat on the outside, can you really blame them at this point? They shouldn't be playing. Okay. But yeah, I go to BT here. It's obviously really, really, really bad. Okay. We got this. Stop raining for nothing. BK took over a team. Oh my God. I wasn't even calling out Brian Kelly. That's a funny thing about it. Thank you, Alex. I think I think you guys know me pretty well. I'm not the hot take guy. I feel like I'm pretty fair in my analysis. If you guys don't think so, feel free to disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. I've never chopped anybody's head off for disagreeing with me. But let's take a look at the first half stats. We are averaging 12.9 yards per play. I don't think people understand how absurd that is, even if you're playing a not so great offense. Jaden Daniels, 15 for 19 for 282, 4 touchdowns. One of these was a Chris Hilton drop. Another one was a slight overthrow to Aaron Anderson. So the simple truth is this. Another one of these incompletions was the first throw of the game to Malik. It was a bad throw. So really, in theory, he's missed 2-ish throws up to this point. Okay, he is playing unconscious football, but really it was those runs on that first drive that were just stupendous. And then the throw to Malik to his back shoulder to make sure he didn't get creamed is really good stuff. Kyron Lacy, 4 catches for 82 yards and 2 tutties. If you're a wide receiver, you should be eating in this offense, and BTJ and Malik are definitely dominating. Their numbers practically the same in yards, different in catches. But what a good first half. As you can see, Logan Diggs tonight, Josh Williams and Caleb Jackson. Here's the thing about the run game. If Jaden is playing this well, there really is no need to run the football, right? If we're throwing the football this well, it's not running until we're up by a gazillion. So, yeah, you don't really need a running game if a quarterback is playing this well. Now, versus better teams next week, when we play a decent A&M defense, we're going to need to run the football some, but Jayden is just playing absolutely amazing. And you see, we're scoring so quick that Georgia State is winning the time of possession battle by 2-1. So it's also that our defense is going to tire out here anyway. So we might as well play a bunch of new guys. They've run 11 more plays than us up to this point. Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's go to Himmy. Herc, you guys come to my halftime shows for corrections. What I would do. What's the answer, Carter? I say play man, blitz with the safety over the top. Okay. You, yeah. I mean, they tried that with no safety up over the top to play, the 4th and 8 play. They've tried blitzing and it still doesn't work. Himmy Herc, I just don't think there's anything you can do up to this point. I just think this is just a rancid unit. Okay. I saw someone reference this in here. So Preston Guy had my buddy Dave Bartu, and I referenced Dave's work a few months ago. I've known Dave for over a decade. And he was on Preston's show and said the LSU coaching staff is a bottom 5 coaching staff. And I actually shared that stat before Preston had him on the show. I've known Dave. I still talk to Dave a while. He was actually kind of sort of, a mentor to me early in my career. And Dave's a great guy. He's a sharp guy, matrix analytical. And if you guys want me to get Dave on the channel, I can follow up on a few things, Preston talked about. But, for this halftime show, let's keep it on this game. But yeah, I know I'm getting a lot of Whit weeks. He's probably banged up, right? Until a reporter specifically asked about Whit weeks, we won't really know anything. Toviano's doing what he can do. The coaching is piss poor, but the players have to make plays. Very rough half for Toviano. Honestly, very rough half for all our corners. This is just bad. It's just bad. And it's to the point now where I'm not sure if this can get fixed next year. I don't. That obviously they got to go get a new DC, and you can have a miracle transfer portal class. You really can. You can spin a lot and go get the absolute best of the best guys. But at this point, we are very bad, and it's just going to take a lot of roster construction decisions. But as far as this game is concerned, okay, this drove me crazy. 3rd and 8. All right. 3rd and 8. They are deep in their own territory. Okay. We run a twist stunt to the right side, and Swinson and Mason Smith run into each other, which allowed Granger to roll out to the right and hit the running back. He could have run for the first down, but the running back was running wide open over the middle of the field, and they converted. The one thing you can't do, all right, when you're going up against a dual threat quarterback who's not a great thrower, okay, their receivers aren't really that great. You cannot let him roll out to the right. You can't. That is a non-negotiable. Rolling out to the left, it's different because you have to throw across your body, right? If you watched any of Granger's film, you can't let him roll out to the right. But what do we do on an important 3rd down? We let him roll out to the right. But I'm not just going to focus on the negative here in this halftime show. I'm going to focus on the positive, right? This LSU defense is bad, but JAYDEN Daniels is one of the best offensive players in LSU history. He is something we have never seen in the Southeastern Conference. We've seen other quarterbacks like JAYDEN Daniels, but nobody like this in the SEC, right? Obviously Cam was an all-time great dual threat quarterback, Johnny Manziel as well. But JAYDEN is different than how those guys played. Okay. It's crazy. It's absolute craziness. And JAYDEN, morphing into one of the best deep ball throwers we've ever seen at LSU is crazy. It's absolutely crazy watching his deep ball accuracy being the way that it is now. Kyron has just been so good in this half. No drops. Now, what was it? It was the first touchdown catch. I thought for a second he was going to drop it, but he was able to bring it in. Kyron is playing so well. Okay. So yeah, one position I think should be interesting is we did run Kyle Parker early in the game. We also had Trey Holly early in the game, and those guys are probably redshirting this year. Kyle Parker played his snap, he missed his block, and he's not played since. I think these next couple of games are going to be so huge for Chris Hilton, right? Just a bad drop that Brian Kelly just destroyed him for on the sideline, and rightfully so. You can't drop that. You can't drop that. So let's see here. Once again, I'll go straight to your comment. If we do get a super, I'm trying to see this. What's up? Welcome to the channel, Zach Jackson. Only 2.5. Yeah, that's true. How in the world did an LSU defensive line not be able to get pushed on the middle of the pack 6-4 group of 5 school? That's a good question, Bayou Bingo. I mean, we've gotten some push, but the issue is, well, there are just some guys out there that just never do anything, right? And I think you know who some of those guys are. If you watch my channel, you know who those guys are. We've had a few good run stuffing reps, though, right? Where guys aren't over penetrating, they're playing their man, they're two gapping it. That's what I want to see more of, right? So yeah, it's a good question. We said to John. That's true. He says we need to make a change at Dairy Queen. Yeah. Side to Dr. Morgan. Yeah, Jamar Kane was a huge loss, right? I think I don't know how much that changes things. But yeah, Weeks is not sitting for a red shirt. It's already burned. Well, welcome to the channel, Michael. I like the crayon. Womack. Okay. Deshaun Womack is he had a I think he was the one that had a personal foul on the special teams on the kickoff return. Okay. So there you go. Yeah, I don't care what anyone else is saying on other message boards, right? So yeah, I don't want to get into like rumor mill kind of stuff about like really crazy stuff. I will in the post game. I wouldn't say this as a rant. Yes, Devin, I don't think I'm saying anything crazy, but apparently some people have some thin skin in here. Let me see. If I miss your question, just go ahead and post it again. I'll get to it. Hopefully. I agree, by Bingle. I don't think it's just Matt House. I don't. I really, really, really don't. I think some of it is just also common sense. Okay. Side to Aaron, what's good? Let's go. So let's see here. Player X is at the game. Good to see you, man. Thanks for all your support. Player X is at the game with his daughter, posting some pretty cool all 22 clips in our Discord. So join our Patreon now. Every new patron gets a Joe Burrow card in the mail. We'll do that again for this next week. If you sign up, you get a Joe Burrow card in the mail. I can't beat that, man. Yeah, I'm still shocked that people are using the 39 scholarship excuse thing. That is just lunacy. I don't know if you guys are doing that sarcastically, but you know, we had a good freaking defense last year, or at least one that's not as bad as this one. So yeah. Yeah, Rotator C, 19 is Javen Nichols. He's a walk-on. And it was really good special teams coaching by LSU. Their punter's not good. So he'll punt it short. And the way I see it is Nichols is actually getting the punt at a shorter distance, and it kind of spooks your punt team. But he has had some good punt returns, so maybe we should try him out there. The issue is when your offense is as good as your offense is and your defense is as bad as your defense is, there's not any punting. Punting is just out of the equation. I would love to see if this year's LSU team has the fewest punts ever on both sides of the football. Okay? So, there you go. Yeah, unless they've graduated, Mark, which I don't know. I don't know. Denver Harris is only a true sophomore, so I doubt that's the case. Chestnut's older, so he might be graduated. Okay. So type Y for yes, type in for no. Let me know if you guys want me to do the first drive. Don't forget, we will have our PHL postgame show that begins right at the end of this game. Okay. Type Y for yes. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll do the first JAYDEN drive. Let's do it. Okay. Unreal. I honestly, and I really do mean this, I'm not trying to be a hot take guy here. Okay. Just not really my thing either. But I do want to point this out. Caleb Williams sucked today. He flat out stunk up the joint. Okay. So what does that mean? Where am I getting to with this? Well, here's the thing. If he's stinking up the joint, why aren't NFL teams saying, hey, do we have, Lamar Jackson here? And obviously Lamar was not nearly as good of a thrower as JAYDEN was in college. Are you passing that up? Okay. Welcome to the channel, Honk. KJ, I'm sorry I didn't get to see you at the Florida game last week. JAYDEN again. Please get up, man. All right. Good little play. Once again, it's just so hard to stop JAYDEN doing anything, right? Anything less than a 5-yard gain is considered a win. Okay. 3-man rush here. Hits the underneath route. BTJ gets his second catch. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here. 35-14. So field goal is pretty big here. God, it's a good run by Josh. But obviously, we're going to score because we have JAYDEN freaking Daniels. It's just that simple, y'all. It's not even I'm not even losing sleep over it. Man, I'm about to crush some of this pizza. I don't know about y'all. I'll drop my coordinates if y'all want to come hang. Go, Josh. Let's go, Josh. Yeah, Pierce. I think you give him. I think you give him this drive and the next. First and 10. Okay. Okay, here we go. Goodness, man. It's not fair. It's not fair. They're going to have to just outlaw him from the game. He's so unfair. You can't rush 3. Honestly, at this point, if I'm Georgia State, I'm just zero blitzing every time. Like, just every time. Engage 8 for you Madden fans. Okay? Once again, you can just let him sit back there. See, that seemed that comeback to Malik on the scramble drill, that seems like a win for Georgia State. That was a, what, 6-yard gain? Five-yard gain. So that seems like a win. If you're Georgia State, like, obviously that's a successful play. It goes at a positive play when it comes to success rate. Noah Kane, yeah, he's walking in, man. You're kind of hoping he gets tackled right before, so JAYDEN can punch it in. Okay. William, what's good, my brother? Ha ha ha. Now he's over 1,000 yards. Okay. You obviously want JAYDEN to score here. Do some kind of tight end pop pass. Interesting set here. That's what they do. Got him. Mark Way. So smart. Tim Brock, get my guy an extra tutty. And get Mark Way his first tutty. It's the first time we really did that. God. Even that throw in stride. Yeah, Mason and Mark Way open. I think you got to leave him in, man. I think you got to leave him in. Okay. Sherry Berry, right? That was an excellent play call. Give JAYDEN an easy tutty. How's Penix doing tonight, y'all? Oh, he's having a good game. Okay. They got 22 in the third quarter in the rain. 11 of 24 for 124, 2 touchdowns, and he has 3 carries for 22 yards. Apparently, it's a downpour. Is it a downpour? One of you told me that earlier. That would make a little bit more sense, if you ask me. I also have Florida plus 12. So it is a Yeah, Mark, you start talking about like the A&M game and how we match up against them. Okay. Let me look at something real quick. Just to So, how motivated will Texas A&M be for this game? I would say pretty motivated. I mean, they won't be as motivated as they were last year, right? Where they Or they went into the game knowing it was their final game of the year, right? I like LSU a lot next week because LSU is obviously going to be very motivated. And A&M's at 7 wins. So this 8th win really doesn't do a whole lot for them. Now, a lot of those kids are going in the portal, so they're going to be motivated to get some good film out. So, yeah. Yep, I've not been able to see a clip. So if it's pouring down rain, that obviously I would give Michael Penix a pass if it's pouring down rain. But then again, he's got the Apple Cup next week. They should win that one. And, if he's undefeated and he beats Bo Nix again. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, all right, we'll do this defensive drive here. 1st and 10, 11 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 4-man rush. It's the same thing, man. They'll take that. I mean, I know they're down by a gazillion here. They're down by 28. It's still crazy, man. If you have a Georgia State plus 32 ticket, you're so mad at that 4th and 8 because that was a 14-point swing. That's so crazy. And their coach burning those timeouts, and there you go. I think all holding on that. It didn't look like much, I guess. I thought I saw a flag. So once again, there we go, losing contain and just giving him an easy run for it. At least it wasn't an explosive run. Okay, so now they're getting towards, midfield. I would try, you see, look, we're just so static, right? We're just sitting in this too high shell, and we're basically playing a 4-man alignment. This is no different than like the Orgeron defense. There you go, Mason Smith. Mason Smith gets a good pass rush there. Goofy's hurt. There you go. There you go. Mason outside of that offsides has had a few good plays tonight. But now in this next play, this kind of reminds you of the Kentucky game a few years ago. He made a huge play, and on the very next play, they had a straight run up the middle, like a little inside handoff, replacing his penetration. So I would think that they're going to make a handoff here to the right side. That's what I would do. And it's another delay of game. God, Georgia State has been so poorly coached in this game, right? You blow the 2 defensive timeouts. You don't go for it on 4th and inches when you know Jaden Daniels is so good at the end of halves. It's just painful. Okay. So now it's 2nd and 21. I expect a run to the right side here. Okay. No, they split zone it, and they get a nice gain there. There you go. So you see, my mind was thinking run to the right side. They play action, run to the right side, and split zone to the left. Good. I like this Georgia State offensive coordinator. And Andre Sam is hurt. That's great. That stinks. All right. If you guys could do me a favor, please go hit the like button and set reminder on this link right here. Okay. Like button, set reminder on that link right there. Please do that, and we'll finish out this drive. Okay. Mm. You do not want me to be the LSU DC. You know, one thing that would have put this. All right, 3rd and 15. Okay. Good job, Perk. Good job. Good. Good. Harold freaking Perkins. That's excellent. Okay. Now, obviously, we didn't want him to run through there that easy. But that was a perfect edge rush right there. Beat him to the outside. No way he was going to beat your contain right there. So now we get a 4th down here. I would send everybody here. I'd be more aggressive if you're sending this slide. Well, actually, that's Harold Perkins. So he's not going to. Actually, he is going to blitz here. I would definitely send something. Now we're just going to sit back, play coverage. Oh, God. Why? Why? Why do this? Why? I. Why would you let them play pitch and catch on 4th and 6? Be aggressive. Get in their face. Make them beat you over the top. They couldn't complete it the first time. It's okay if they beat you over the top there on 4th and 6. It's okay. They're not. You're up by 28. You can be aggressive there. Oh, Major Burns, get in the damn pile, please. Okay. All right. Oh, he's got a huge hole. Good job, Swinson. Good stuff, bro. Did he have a cutback angle there? Let me see. No. I have no idea why we're for him. There you go. Good play, Omar. God, this drive is taking forever. All right, 3rd and 6. You want to be aggressive here. Okay. There we go. Now we're pressing on both sides. I'll take it. And we're bringing some kind of pressure. No, we're not. We back out of it. There you go. There you go, Stamps. Looks like you got there a little early, but make them have to call it. Okay. So 4th and 6, same thing. Okay. At least show them press at the beginning and then bail out. Okay. There you go. Okay, we're pressing him. That's good. Don't call a timeout. Don't call a timeout, please. I'm ready to go eat. Okay. Good. Good. Smart move. Don't let him rush. And you see, you get a free sack. He just ran right into you. You get it. All right, y'all. Don't forget, post-game show. This is the post-game show link right here. Okay. Post-game show link. All right. It's right there. Good stuff, Savion Jones. All right. We'll see you then. It is Power Hour. LSU. Bam. And tonight we're doing pizza. Let's go. And thanks to our super chatter Clips. Thank you. Let's go.